Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television, GPTV. I'm Brett. This is a new release for Wizkids Dungeons & Dragons Dice Master set. This is the Faerun Under Siege, the second set for their Dungeons & Dragons Dice Masters line. Now, Dice Masters, I think, is a fantastic game. Award-winning. It's actually one of my favorite games that are out there right now as far as the collectible game of its type. Basically, you go and you build your forces full of these small dice and cards. You roll them and you go play. It's a fun game. It's really, really a great time. I enjoy it tons. With each set, you usually get a bunch of choices as to what you can buy. I'm going to kind of go over first the three specific items that I have in front of me just to describe them. Then we're going to do videos for each one as far as actually opening them up and showing them off. And I think we're going to have some fun. We're going to do a live video, I think probably Monday, of doing this as far as an actual unboxing. So let's crack this all open and break this down. So first, we're going to start with the basics. The basic of this is a starter set. Basically, in your game, you can play... Where's a good picture? We're going to go with this. The game, you have a whole bunch of dice and cards. You can kind of see on the back here, putting together your forces. So that way you want an easy way to really start playing. The starter set is the easiest way to start. In the starter set, you get 44 custom dice, 12 basic action dice, 16 character dice, 16 NPC dice, 38 cards, 24 character cards, 10 basic cards, 4 color reminder cards, 1 rule book, and 2 dice bags. It's everything that you need for 2 players to start. It's really, really basic game, but it's also a great way and great spot to just start playing. It's the easiest way to get going, besides buying a whole bunch of dice out of here. Basically, in the game, you roll dice and you kind of buy. It's like a deck building game in that way, and then it's like Magic where you're going out and attacking your opponents. So to do it properly, you're going to want like a whole bunch of dice of the same type. This is a great way of doing it because it does give you a whole bunch of dice of the same type to start for creatures. Hopefully, this is making sense. So you got a whole 2 basically types of dice that you're going to buy. One is your creatures that you kind of go out and you fight and attack. Another ones are these action cards. There's 2 of them. And the action cards are kind of like spells in a way. Maybe they do like little goofy things or triggers or stuff like that in the game. So this gives you creatures and also gives you those action dice. Plus rule book, plus things that go. Basically, it's everything you need to start. It's a great price. It's usually you can find them anywhere from $14.99 to $19.99. That's out of the way. Next, once you get your starter set go, you're going to want to build your collection. That's where these gravity feeds come in. The gravity feeds is the easiest way to build up your collection. You get 2 cards and dice in these foil packs. Each of these foil packs is 99 cents. I'm going to actually open one up and show it off here so you get a good idea. So you get 2 dice, for instance, and you get 2 cards. And already I've got a rare in that. So yeah, so the cards and the foil packs is the easiest way to build up your collection. You're gonna hopefully get duplicates so you can get like 3 or 4 dice, which is usually what you want per your card, stuff like that. I'm not going to go into the specifics of actually building forces. That's a whole other thing down there. But as far as actually getting the set and the majority of the set, this is the way you want to go. Finally, you have to have a way to store it all, and that's where these collector boxes come in. Now, I actually store my stuff in a different way. I get some outside trays. But the thing I do like about these collector boxes is that like the starter set, it gives you the action cards. So if you skip the starter set instead, just get a whole bunch of gravity feed stuff instead, you can actually still get the action cards from the starter set in this collector box. There's also much better dice of like the basic action dice you need for the game. You get your reminder cards. You actually get much nicer bags than you do in this starter back. You get a full cloth dice bag. You get a nice tray for you to actually hold everything. And then what's cool is you get a full art promo card So the cards just look like a much better version of one that you usually find in either the starter set or the gravity feed. So that's kind of the basics. There's also play mats usually. There's other ways to store your teams that you're playing around. But really, these are like the 3 basic things that you're going to check out. So after this, we're going to circle back. I'm going to do an opening for the starter set and the collector's box, show those off. And then down the road, I think Monday, I'm going to do a live video for this gravity feed, and then we'll post up the live video down the road as well. So for those who want to see more of what's inside, that video is going to be for you. This is kind of the basic overview for the latest set, Faerun Under Siege, as Wizkids Dice Masters. It's the second set based off of Dungeons & Dragons for the Dice Masters game. As always, thanks for watching. This is Graphic Policy Television, GPTV. I'm Brett. You can catch us every single day at graphicpolicy.com. Of course, we're on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube, all at Graphic Policy, keeping it nice and consistent. As always, thank you very much for watching. Keep rolling those die, and keep it geeky.